You're watching The Love Chat. The Love Chat. With David Hart. Happening now. Live. The Love Chat with David Hart.
Oh, we're here.
Ayun, magandang evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaibigan. And we are back sa The Love Chat with David Hart. And live na tayo. At ayan, siyempre mga kaibigan, it's an exciting night because we are broadcasting dito nga po sa Canada. And morning naman dyan sa Philippines. And we are going to talk about games. All about games. It could either be a video game, a board game, or any game that you can think of, mga kaibigan. Kaya join na kayo and we'll be having a lot of fun. Siyempre, maganda pong kwentuhan ito ngayong araw ng Friday. At siyempre, bago natin ipakilala ang ating mga kasama, I would like to say happy Father's Day, advance happy Father's Day sa mga tatay, especially kay Father Papa, and to my dad-in-law, Daddy Tony. Maraming salamat po kung kayo ay nakikinig at nanonood sa mga oras na ito. Anyway mga kaibigan, ayan, ngayon naman, I would like to siyempre introduce yung ating co-host. At tingnan natin, medyo kaka-join lang niya, ano? Hindi ko alam kung ito ba ang ang tamang screen para sa kanya. Palakpakan natin mga kaibigan, si John Boncan or John Derickson. Ayun!
Oh my God.
Kumusta ka naman,
Here, man.
Pambihira. Buti na lang. Finally, you made it. Oh, we were like struggling. Paano ba natin makakasama si John? Kasi maganda, kompleto ang barkada sa ating kwentuhan. Anyway, how are you today, my good friend? Frustrated. Ayan, sige. Marami tayong pag-uusapan. And right now, mga kaibigan, eto na. Ang, syempre, ang ating special guest for today's broadcast. So, ating love chat. Para nga sa araw na ito, yung ating love of games, mga kaibigan. As a former Pokemon VGC professor, he helps officiate sanctioned tournaments. Ba, maganda yun ha? And helps provide tournaments for local players in the Philippines with his friends in PKMN-PH. Aside from playing Pokemon competitively, he also likes different games, from fighting games to strategy, RPG, card games to tabletop games. Naku mga kaibigan, maganda to dahil marami tayong pag-uusapan. Siyempre pa, at palakpakan natin, walang iba ang kaibigan natin, si Christopher Rodil. Uy, nasaan na si Christopher? Ayun.
Hello.
Sandali lang.
Ay.
Bakit?
Uy.
Ito. Sumingit kasi ito nawala. Ayan.
Hello.
Ayun.
Hi.
Kumusta?
Ayos naman. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat ng mga tagapanood ng The Love Chat.
Uy, maraming salamat. Tough ha, dahil nagpaunla ka sa aming invitation. Ayan. Kaya nga, halatang live tayo dahil may mga tayong technical difficulties. Ayan, kumpleto na ang gang. Actually, meron pa tayo kasama mamaya si DJ Brian. Ayan, DJ Big Brian, makakasama natin yan. And hahabol daw siya. Siyempre, ayaw niya rin ma-miss itong ating magandang kwentuhan tungkol nga sa games. Aba? Alam niyo, napapanahon to eh. Sige, umpisahan ko na kasi kaya natin naisip tong topic na to is ngayon yung launch date nung paborito kong game. Isa sa paborito kong games. Yan, yung The Last of Us Part 2. Actually, nilagay ko yun sa story ko kanina. It's an amazing game and it's worth the wait. And I tried playing it. Actually, I played it earlier.
Yeah.
Talaga, alam mo, it's very emotional. Actually, hindi mo pigilan bro ha. Nag-game ka agad ako, pumunta ako, binili ko. Actually, sabi nung sa retail shop na pinagbilang ko kanina, wala pa, hindi pa naka-display sa store shelves. O sabi ko na I would really appreciate it if you can get it for me. Para hindi na ako pumunta pa sa malayong lugar, yung laging kukuhaan ko ng game. So, luckily, I got my copy and I was so excited, bro. And I was so... yun nga, talagang iba-iba yung feeling eh. Dahil ang ganda ng story yan, let me tell you. Pero spoiler alert ha. Yan. Wala. Actually, spoiler free ito. Sa mga kaibigan natin.
Spoilers.
Oo. Anyway, so ayun.
Unboxing moment.
Magpapakita muna ako ng ano ha. Ayun, unboxing, wala. Magpapakita muna ako ng konting gameplay nung yung The Last of Us Part 2 na yun, ha? Alright, here's the gameplay, mga kaibigan.
Hi, little girl.
Ayan. Diba? Ayan, kita nyo yung... Galing nito. This is a third person game. Ayan, may nagka-curse pa siya.
For mature audience.
Mature audience lang po, mga kaibigan. Ayan, so, man, it's crazy, right? I love everything about this game. The story, the gameplay. You know, talagang napapaano nga ako napapasigaw ako kanina. And you know, when I play, kasi ako focus ako sobra.
Oo, lalo akong magugulat.
Nakapatay pa ilaw, di ba?
Boom.
Apocalypse to eh. And this was, ang setting doon sa Seattle, Washington. And Seattle was one of my favorite cities na napuntahan. Talagang napakaganda. And this hits home kasi tumira din kami dyan sa Seattle. And ayan, it's really fun. Kaya if you can get your hands on sa game na yan, I would highly recommend that. So, and keep playing. Anyway, okay. So, Toph, kumusta naman ang iyong parang naiaambag sa gaming industry? Kasi di ba sabi mo sa sa Pokemon, di ba? Can you tell us more about that?
More about it. Before kasi there was recent events na, di ba nga may World Championships yearly, like the catchphrase sa Pokemon, the best like no one, I want to be the very best like no one ever was. So, meron World Championships yearly and you get to have tournaments for the players, for them to go to the Worlds to get the points. So, usually yon locally, we are trying to grow the community para talaga makapasok sila. Although for the trading card game ng Pokemon, we are already able to send players abroad. But due to COVID, the 2020 season was moved for next year. So wala na, cancel na for this year. And ayun, I used to compete kasi dati, you don't have local events. So you have to fly to certain countries to get eligible, like Singapore, Australia, those kind of things for you to get the points, for you to get the Worlds. Especially for VGC, which is the Video Game Championship format. Ayun, yun yung sa mainstream na Pokemon kung dati sa Game Boy, naging sa DS, until right now sa Switch, yun sa Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Nice. Ayun. May yan yung Pokemon na yan, may cult following yan Kasi, I would say, marami, nung nauso yung, alam mo yung, although hindi ako naglalaro niyan yung parang hahanapin mo virtually. Alam mo yun, ano ba tawag doon? Yung pupunta ka sa isang lugar and then makikita mo, igagano mo lang yung phone mo. And then may magpapap.
AR.
AR.
Go ata for the mobile.
Ayun. Hindi kasi ako, I'm really not familiar doon sa Pokemon game kasi ang mga gusto kong game, syempre iba-iba tayo ng di ba? Ng taste when it comes to gaming. Ang gusto ko talaga yung parang real person, yung ina-act siya.
Action.
Diba? Kaya yung action, yan na may story na third person, minsan first person. Well, it's nice that yung ikaw nga na ka sa Pokemon na yan, di ba?
Yes.
Ano yan pagka, sabi nga nila, pag nadapa ka raw, ay, Pokemon! Di ba? Hindi, iba naman. PG.
Censorship, tama yun. Censorship yun, tama yun. Good call.
For mature audience.
Mature audience. Kaya nga 10 o'clock tayo Pero 10 o'clock pala ng umaga sa Pinas.
Okay lang yan. No problem.
Isang joke lang yan. Ikaw naman, John Derickson, ano naman ang hilig mong game?
Several years ago, I had my very first gaming console. I got a PS2. And
Nice.
Yes.
yeah, that was 10,000 years ago. So
Tagal ah.
when I got the unit and I bought it from SM, I got two original controllers, I got 4 games from Data Blitz. I probably spent around 28,000 pesos at the time. That was a lot of money in the 2000s or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? One particular day, my mom knocked at my door, and then she simply pointed out, "Anak, hindi ka pa lumalabas ng kwarto since this morning." And I asked her, what time was it? It was 4:35 in the afternoon. And she knew that I was awake as early as 7:30 because nagbukas yung ilaw sa kwarto ko. I didn't eat. I hadn't
Walang
gotten to the
banyo-banyo.
bathroom. Walang banyo. And that was exactly 40 days after I bought the unit. In other words, every single day, I was playing nearly 12 hours a day. And right then and there,
Grabe
just
naman yun.
dropped-
Babadan?
I
Babaran?
dropped everything. And then I sold the unit for just
Mm.
10,000 pesos to a friend who owned it for 3 months, and he got rid of it too.
Wow,
So
yeah.
that's the story of my gaming life.
Yung sa akin naman, nag-umpisa din ako sa ano eh. Well, ultimate ano kaya eh, console yung PlayStation, di ba? Oh, pero yun nga, nagsimula kami nun sa Nintendo, yung family computer. Way back. Actually, hindi ko...
Puta ko rin yan.
Noong una, hindi naman talaga ako mahilig sa games nun eh. Well, yung games na physical, yung mga patintero.
Pero,
Di ba?
Oh,
Yung siyempre, wala naman tayong perang pambili. Di ba? Ano lang, physical activities yan sa labas ng bahay, yung magtatampisaw sa ulan. Pero ito kasi, yung sister ko, nakapag-abroad siya noon. And then, ayun nga na, nagregalo siya sa akin noon ng, yun nga, yung Nintendo Family Computer. And the first game was yung Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, yes, of course. Classic.
Yun ang unang-una talaga na game na gustong-gusto ko. So, di ba platforming yun kasi 2D? Di ba? Parang sa side lang siya. Yung tumatakbo, gano'n. Oo, side lang siya. And yun, doon ko na-realize na, uy, okay pala tong gaming na to. Di ba? Gaming na console na Nintendo. Pero naisip ko rin na, parang pag lagi ako maglalaro nito, paano na? Baka mapagalitan ako, mapalo ako. Di ba?
Lalo na noon.
So,
Pilipinas,
doon ko na-realize na kailangan in moderation, di ba? Kahit naman sa lahat ng bagay, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi minsan, lagi ka na nakaupo. Alam mo yun, maganda rin yung mabalance mo. So, yun. Anyway, yun talaga nagsimula sa Nintendo Family Computer and then eventually nagkaroon ng PS1. And then, naswertehan na nagka PS1 and then lumipat naman ako ng Xbox.
Oh.
For some reason kasi nakakabili ako ng bootleg CD. kasi kasi
Virus yan.
oh, di ba? Oh, tama. That's true kasi ano nun eh, ang PlayStation mahirap i-ano yan eh, mahirap i-hack. Yung Xbox ngayon nakakapag-play ka ng mga magkano lang yung disc noon, yung game. Biruin mo, di ba? Way back.
Locally.
Kaya ngayon, nagkakaroon ng mga software update, so wala na. Hindi na pwede. Ayun. And then, eventually, I moved back to PS again dahil nga itong Xbox, sirain. Palagi nasisira. Yung Red Ring of Death. Pero ayun. Anyway, and then ngayon, Die Hard PlayStation na. Yeah.
Back to PS.
Back to PS. Ayun, so naku mga kaibigan, kaya yung mga nanonood ngayon, if you'd like to join us, pwede kayo mag-comment sa YouTube or kaya naman sa Facebook para sa ating The Love Chat topic. Ang ating tanong pala ngayon ay, ano ang iyong favorite game o games noong bata ka pa at bakit? O sige, Toph, unahin na kita. Yung talagang ultimate game mo nung bata ka pa. Sige, ano yan?
Kasi kung nung batang-bata talaga, nag-start din ako sa Mario kasi dad ko yung naglalaro. Although yung nagtumatak sa akin through the years would be Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh,
Yan yung
Kingdom Hearts
for
2.
PlayStation 2 siya. Oo. It was one of those monumental games for me na yung parang action at the same time, sinamahan mo ng touch of childhood kasi nandun yung Disney characters together with Final Fantasy characters. Plus its adventure and story makes it a really memorable experience. It's about hearts, it's about the love shot, di ba? Heart. It's about hearts, heartless. Ganun. There are certain beings, of course, that consumes the darkness, the world of light. Although it's fictional, yes, since nandun yung Disney characters, it touches home kung bata ka na you make friends, you go explore places, worlds, because you explore the world of the Disney universe in a way. Kumbaga, may MCU for Marvel, imagine mo, you're playing in the world na binibisita mo yung world ni Beauty and the Beast, yung world ni Toy Story, and you mingle with those characters and you use them on battle. Those kind of things. Ayun.
And then, syempre, parang nakaka-relate ka nung bata ka, di ba? Nakikita mo yung parang fantasy siya eh. Di ba? Yun. That's awesome. Kingdom Hearts, I heard about it but I have never played that type of game. Mga RPG din ba yan? Ganun ba?
RPG, yeah.
RPG, ano? Yun. Ikaw naman, John Derickson.
Nako, balik na lang tayo sa Counter-Strike, pare.
Uy! Actually, dyan ako nagsimula sa ano eh. When I had my computer noong una. Counter-Strike, bro.
Nandiyan na si Big Brian. David, nandiyan na si Big Brian.
Andiyan na ba?
Oh,
Yun, ako. Sandali. Sige.
Dito lang.
Papasukin natin si DJ Big Brian, ha? Ito.
Hello.
Ito.
Yeah.
Sama natin, oh. Sandali, ha? Ayun!
Yeah. Bagong gupit.
Bagong gupit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, man.
Alright. Kanina pa ako nakikinig sa inyo. Puro mga, pang matatanda yung mga piniplay niyo mga laro. Ano ba? Games niyo na?
Super Mario.
Pang matanda.
Laro lang. Kayo hindi nyo.
Matanda. Hindi, mamaya. Babalikan ka namin, tatanungin ka namin eh. Ito si Jan eh. Ano sabi mo? Yung Counter-Strike, di ba?
Counter-Strike.
Yan, oo nga. Sige.
Counter-Strike.
I-elaborate mo nga yan. Bakit yun ang gusto mo?
Siyempre, right after, this was the early 2000s, no? Me and my other friends from the neighborhood, no? Talagang diretso kami ng computer shop. Tapos yun na, mag-CCS na kami. Siyempre, dead dust lagi yung map namin, di ba? So, yung...
Say no to deathmatch. Snipers na.
Yeah, di ba? So, MP5 laging bit-bit ko. And then more often than not, camper as always dun sa gilid. So, lagi ako nadadali ng Arctic. And then eventually, I got a hold of an FNP 90. So, 50 rounds in the mag. Yan.
Yun, nakikita nila.
So, kung nagka-camp na ako, doon liliit ng rounds ko sa sobrang dami, kahit naka-body armor ka, bye-bye. And eventually, I kind of got good later on. But there was this one time in 2003, I think, naglaro kami 4 against 1. And I was part of that 4-man. We don't know. There was this kid who literally lived inside the computer shop. And he was so good. There was this one time that he jumped right on top of my head and I just started seeing my life drain away. Kasi he was stabbing me na pala.
Hindi mo napansin.
Oo. Yung cancel ako tumingin. Ano nangyayari?
Grabe naman yun.
The kid was probably around like 15 years old. So he was really good. He was really, really good. Most of the time, he would finish us off with a 1911. That's it, a pistol. And we were all armed to the teeth. So we always fought against that kid for 3 weeks. But we never got to know his real name. He called himself Strawberry 5. So that was it.
May code name. I remember yan, Counter-Strike, may mga nandadaya din dyan eh.
Oo, meron.
Alam mo yung minsan parang nagka-camp sila.
Madami.
Dami dyan na parang invisible. Sabi ko, paano ako nabaril? Yung
Most of them are not leaving their places na. Doon na sila.
Oo. And then, I remember pa, dyan nagsimula yung kaya ako nagka-computer. Kasi nagbababad ako sa isang computer shop. I remember, $25 pa nung time namin per hour. Pesos. Should I say 25 pesos per hour?
Hindi yung dollar.
Ang mahal naman nun. Di ba yung computer shop na yon?
Parang high-tech daw nung una, no? Dahil, hindi, 25 pesos nga, yun. And then sabi ko dun sa kaibigan kong technician nung nasa Star FM, na, uy, gawa mo na lang ako ng mag-assemble na lang tayo ng PC.
Sa bahay
Ayun, doon na. Doon na nasira yung mata ko. Kasi alas 4 ng madaling araw.
Agad.
Nagka-counter-strike pa. Anyway, ikaw, Bri. Ano naman? Sabi mo, pang matatanda, ha?
Ay, sus ko.
Bakit ano ba yung nilalaro mo?
Ano ba yung mga games nyo yan eh? Ako, Galaga at saka Pac-Man ang
Uy,
nilalaro ko
Galaga?
hanggang ngayon eh.
Nalaro ko rin yun.
Nilalaro ko rin yan, Galaga, oh.
Nilalaro nyo ba yan?
Ang
first game
family
console
computer
ko
pa nga
ever.
noon. Galaxian.
Atari bro, Atari.
Oh, alam mo yung Galaxian, di ba? Galaga, Galaxian.
Oh, pag hindi mo inabot yun, hindi mo inabot yun.
Oo nga, hindi mo nabot.
I mean,
Hindi.
the game back then was simple, di ba? Parang ano lang, that's on your screen and everything. Tapos,
Shoot everything.
yeah. I mean,
Pixelated.
pero it was very challenging.
Oh.
In fact, pag ibinalik mo yung mga gamers ngayon at pinalaro mo yung mga first generation games, so palpal sila sa sa minimized buttons, di ba? Oh. Try mo maglaro ng Treasure Island ngayon. Di ba? O kaya Mario Brothers ngayon. Tignan mo kung uubra yung mga magagaling na gamers sa'yo. Di ba? Tiyaga, yung coordination ng mga daliri natin noon sa paglalaro ng mga games na napakasimple noon. And one of my favorite games of all time, yun nga, yung Treasure Island, Mario Brothers, Spartan X. O, naalam mo yung Spartan X?
Hindi.
family ko.
Chinelas yung alam na naalala ko.
pero yung
Pwede rin yun.
nagkukumpu-kumpu, di ba? At saka yung Ninja, ano ba yun?
Ninja Gaiden.
Hindi, Ninja Gaiden. Pero
Gaiden
meron
ba
pa isang
Gaiden?
klaseng game na kung saan merong, yung unang eksena niya nasa forest tapos nililigtas niya yung prinsesa, di ba?
Ninja Turtles.
Kumukuha siya ng loob. Pero, nalaro ko rin yung Ninja Turtles.
Iba naman yun.
Oo. At saka, syempre, Contra. Pambihira
Uy,
kayo.
speaking of Contra, bro. Meron tayo. Pakita natin yung konting Contra, ha? Nasaan ba yan? Nawawala.
Sample,
O sige,
Alien, di ba? Contra.
Magsalita lang kayo. Ay, nawala. Mamaya. Hanapin natin yung Contra.
Yan ang 30 lives. Memorize nyo pa ba yun?
Oh, ito, Contra.
Pocha. Classic yun.
Ayan, oh.
Boom, ayan.
Ayan.
Maganda sa inyo.
Ayan, gustong-gusto ko yan. Actually, yan yung isang favorite game ko talaga din nung nag-uumpisa ako maglaro. Yeah, one of the best. Ayan, di ba?
Pagbagsak mo, fire yan, fire.
Fire. Ayan, exciting talaga yung Contra na yan. Pero alam mo syempre, napakagaling parang masasabi mo na it's great to be alive. Kasi nakikita mo nung una naglalaro ka, nag-i-evolve yung games. Kasi una gusto ko talaga yung Contra. And then naging favorite ko rin yung Metal Gear Solid, di ba? And then ngayon, yung ultimate game ko talaga is yung Uncharted series.
Uncharted.
Na exclusive sa PlayStation, which is amazing kasi gusto ko yung adventure, yung action, ganyan, yung parang real person. Oo. Although may mga gusto rin naman ako yung mga first person, yan. Yung mga battlefield or yung sa Star Wars, di ba? Ayun. Pero yun nga, talagang more on action. Ayan, ako.
I have a question para sa guest natin.
Oh, sige, yan, si Toph. Okay.
Toph, since you're an avid gamer, what do you think is the most influential game for you na nalaro mo?
Siguro, influential. Tekken. Yung fighting game.
Tekken.
For me. It's been for 7 games. Sa
Para daw
arcade.
yan sa hindi mga single eh.
Oo.
Kasi hindi pa sila
Taken.
Tekken.
Okay, sige, go
Tama.
ahead. Top.
Influential, yes. Kasi yung dati, I mean, the graphics wise, makikita mo from the beginning. Parang kapares lang ng mga Contra, ganun lang eh. Tapos naging medyo 3D na onte, mga medyo brick pa. Tapos until ngayon, yung characters mukha ng tao, tapos may basis na sa actual martial arts. When you learn martial arts and anything, like for example, one of the famous dun is yung capoeira. Yung parang sumasayo ka, pero you are actually fighting. Those kind of moves, those kind of things. Influential siya in a way kasi yung player base nila, etc. Yung talagang sinusundan tapos inaaral nila. Kasi it's like more than 20 plus characters throughout the series. You keep on na-i-improve yung fighting style. There's now a Filipino character, quote-unquote, in the Tekken series. So, nag-expand siya, tas now, hinahaluan na siya ng iba-iba ring genre. Like, for certain games, na-import na doon yung characters. Like, from Final Fantasy series, from the Street Fighter series, nandun na si Akuma, from those kind of things. And then, incorporate yung system ng game na yon. Like, si Geese Howard, if you're playing fighting games for King of Fighters, Fatal Fury, nandun na rin siya. Those kind of things. And, influential siya dahil yung hand-eye coordination, tapos lagi rin siya magandang panoorin kasi makikita mo kung paano nila nagagawa yung combinations, how to win the games. Yung pinaka masaya pa doon is yung hindi ka mananalo ng paulit-ulit lang gamit mo. You can try with several characters, you just don't use one. There are different fighting styles and you can choose to use different na ano. It's kasi ang fighting games usual parang bato, papel, gunting lang siya. So there are certain counters to everything pero real time, ginagawa mo siya sabay-sabay. You have to duck, there's a high attack. May boxing character doon, so typically more on suntok siya, those kind of things. So, for me, that's one of the things sa lalaki ako, competitive ako. Gusto ko yung pagkalaban ko magaling. Yung nacha-challenge ako. Like yung pag shooting, diba? Nacha-challenge ka, parang ayan, may mga biglang sumusulpot, biglang for the fighting games, yan yung talagang pag may kalaban ka, nakikita mo yung strategy niya, kung paano niya malulusutan yung pagsalag-salag, tas yung parang pika-buka, salaga lang, counter ka, those kind of things. Para real-life application talaga ng pakikipaglaban na, in a way, kung hindi ka man sporty talaga, at least nagagawa mo in fighting games, yung mga bagay na gano'n. Iyon.
Hanggang sa bugbugin ka na ng girlfriend mo kasi ayaw mo iwanan yung console. Mga ganun.
Ano kasi yun eh,
Mas maganda nga kung bubugbugin ka rin ng girlfriend mo kasi marunong din siya, di ba?
yung Tekken, di ba? Lahat yung coordination nandyan.
Yung arcade lalo.
Oo, arcade lalo. And ngayon, nag-evolve na rin yan dahil yung parang Justice League, di ba? Meron ganyan na, ano?
Justice. Meron. Yung game,
Oh,
Justice.
yun.
Yung Justice League. Alam mo, pinag-uusapan natin yung mga fighting games pero para sa akin, ang pinaka-classic pa rin is the Street Fighter eh.
Street Fighter.
Oo, oo naman.
Right? Yan
Diba?
talaga eh.
Yes,
Para bago pa mag-Tekken, I mean, talagang Street Fighter is like the ultimate scratch your head game with your opponent eh.
Di ba may ano pa yan? Yung may mga ritual, yung parang sumisigaw-sigaw sila bago mag-umpisa.
Fighting classes
For you,
May stance.
David Hart.
May ganun-ganun ba?
Iba,
O
iba
sige,
style
ito.
ng gaming ni David Hart.
Tanungin ko kayo ha. About gaming in one word. What can you say about it? Just one word for now. Umpisahan ko na ha. O sige. Relaxing. Di ba?
Relaxing.
Yan.
With feelings.
No?
Siya.
May action pa.
Hindi ko alam kung anong mga games ang nilalaro mo at relax na relax ka, David Hart.
Hindi ano
But
to.
you're
Hindi naman ako addict sa games, ano? Siyempre meron pa rin ako yung binabalance ko pa rin 'yan. Kasi nga siyempre siyempre may wifi ako. Kumbaga may arrangement kami minsan na parang meron akong me time din, di ba? Meron din siyang me time niya. Kasi importante 'yan eh. Kumbaga parang stress reliever din tong games eh.
Tama.
Ano to eh, it applies sa lahat ng bagay na you have to balance, di ba? Hindi lagi na magdamag ka na, nakaupo. O mamaya i-remind ka na ng relo mo, time to stand up. O di tayo na.
May alarm ka na para tumayo.
Oo, di ba? Pero yun nga. Talaga, dapat in moderation lang lagi.
Tama,
Ang gaming.
tama.
Kasi, siyempre, maraming side effects din to eh. Yung mata mo, kaya nga, di ba? Dati, yung Counter-Strike
Sakit sa
days.
ulo.
Oo, yung 4 in the morning. Gising na para
Lipas
lang
ulo.
mag-Counter-Strike. Pambira. O di sira ngayon yung mata. Eh, nadali yung mata natin.
Dati pa nun eh. Dali talaga eh.
Oo.
Pagkatapos maglaro ng napakatagal, biglang ligo, yung mga ganon.
Oh, yun. And then papasok ka pa sa umaga, di ba? May pasok pa. Oh, di ba?
Oo. Pero
Ayun, so-
alam mo, ano yan part yata ng gaming life yan eh. Those who are really engaged and love their games and can't let them go, di ba? I think we all went through that same process.
Ayan, since speaking of which kayo ba, how do you see yourself? Kasi tayo, siyempre, hindi tayo bumabata. Kasi ang games, baka sabihin ng iba na, pambata lang, hindi po ganon eh. Dahil ako siguro, kahit 70 na ako, kung kaya pa ng mga kamay ko, I'll still play games, man.
Yeah,
Diba?
definitely.
Oo.
You can't take away games from your man kasi syempre they're kasama yan eh. Kung may budget ka lang gusto ko magpagawa ng isang arcade room lang para lang sa akin, di ba?
Ayun, ako, marami sa sa YouTube.
Tambay ka sa quantum no?
Oo.
Words of fun. Lahat meron ka sa bahay.
May sarili ka ng mundo, di ba? Nakaupo ka lang dun sa... I think nakita ko yun sa YouTube eh. Isang YouTube channel na meron siyang upuan na may multiple screens, di ba? And then parang nandun na yung mundo mo when you play.
Tama.
Kailangan ng maraming budget dyan. Wala tayong budget na ganyan.
Unless ikaw yung ni-sponsoran.
Oo, sponsoran nga, di ba? Kaya...
Share ko lang
sige.
when I was in high school, ako I made it a point to play games before a big exam. Kasi syempre meron tayong NCE, NSAT, yung mga college entrance exam. I study hard, tapos inaaral ko ng gusto yung kailangan kong aralin. And then about 2 days before the actual exam, hindi ako mag-aaral, maglalaro lang ako sa arcade.
Stress reliever ba?
Focus.
Oo.
And it has been my formula. Kaya hindi naman sa pinagmamayabang ko yung NSAT ko or NCE, pero naka 92 rin ako doon at saka naka 95.
Ganun na din. Congrats Ang taas
Play and believe.
Oo. Kaya parang maganda rin yung pangtanggal kasi ng mga iniisip mo di ba?
Oo naman. Sabi nga talaga nakaka-relax to eh. Siyempre, pag halimbawa, pagod ka galing work, mas maganda na siguro kasi kung halimbawa pamilyado ka, mas maganda na siguro nasa bahay ka na lang naglalaro kaysa lakwatsa ka na lakwatsa, di ba?
Oo, nababantayan ka. Hindi ka sumasa
Mas okay pa kay wifey mo. O, di ba?
Sumasa kabilang bahay. Okay
So,
na yan.
Ito naman, si John. Ano naman ang masasabi mo sa yung iba't ibang genre ng games? Like, sabi nga natin kanina, ako, ang hilig ko yung sa action. May iba talagang fulfilling sa kanila pag natatapos nila yung story pag yung mga sci-fi. Yeah. What can you say about yung different, yung style of games or gameplay in general?
I was only able to witness yung Level Up Live kasi they had an annual event before, no? So I'll never forget that mga 11 or 12 years ago, I would hear the line, Asura Strike! And I'd go like,
Ragnarok.
that?
Nice.
Di ba Ragnarok?
Ragnarok, ang galing
So,
Ning, 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 ning.
Ang galing yung mga sound effects,
all Greek to me. Pero mas lalo noon, I could not understand what was going on. And it was a spectacle. No? Mas lalo pag days ng cosplay and then you have all these cosplayers coming in. No? It's like Comic-Con minus 10,000 points, but the enthusiasts and the people participating in it, wow, they're really dedicated, no? And they really pour their hearts and souls into what they do, not only with the games, not only participating, of course, for the live event at the World Trade Center at the time. it just boggled my mind. And that lasted for like 4 years. And then eventually Level Up Live, well, they were absorbed into a different group. And
Yeah.
then I kind of miss it. Because you look back to your time and you'd play with Holland, you'd play with Tex,
Yeah.
True,
you'd
true.
play
Nabutan
Patin
ko yan.
or Agawan Bay.
Social naman ng mga games mo.
Yeah. Diba?
Ano nga, yung Jolen's Quick pa tawag.
Diba?
Oo.
Tapos, yung, ano pa nito, yung chopsticks. And then yung all-time favorite ko, yung tumbang preso. And
Ayan,
then,
Oh, what is Tumbang Preso? It's very social.
Tumbang preso.
tumbang preso. Tapos, yun na nga yun, for a while, nauso yung POG. Naalala niyo yung POG?
Oo,
Diba?
Parang text din pero
Pero
So it turns out yung sa Coke yun nauso yun sa Hawaii and it came from bottle caps named pineapple, di ba, orange, guava, kaya naging POG siya. So yun, well, for our generation kasi we dipped into, well, we're part of actually two generations. So being Gen Z and then experiencing the millennial life and of course Gen X now we dipped into all three. So from the physical games to RPG, MMORPG to of course The Last of Us, Counter
Amazing
Strike.
game.
Akala ko Dead or Alive ang kino-cosplay dun sa mga pinapanood mo.
Dead or Alive.
alive.
Baka hindi na bumangon.
Baka mayari kayo ay.
Di ba? Ayun.
Papaganon ka.
So, that's a good one, John. And kay Prof Top, yung question ko, ano nakikita mo? Siyempre, di ba? Open ka talaga sa mga gaming, especially nga dun sa Pokemon stuff. Meron bang a disadvantage yung gaming? Or mas marami yung advantage? Pros and cons?
Pros and cons. When it comes to gaming, I would say it comes with choices lang talaga ng gamers or yung magiging values ng bata. Kasi kung lumaki siya ng walang control, most likely, pagtanda niya, yun pa rin yung ginagawa niya. Kumbaga, hindi controlled yung hours spent on these games. Pero, I would say, number one con naman talaga dyan is yung napapabayaan yung activities of daily living. Health. Kasi as a health professional, nurse, usually yan ang nagiging isang issue. Although, pag sumobra ka lang, pero anything of too much naman talaga yun. Pero kung hindi ka naman ganon, another is siguro if too much into violence pero hindi ka pa dun sa age group na yon. Kaya may maturity rating din ng mga games. If you are exposed to a certain game and hindi pa ikaw, pagka walang parental guidance and you are doing these things, you apply it in real life because you saw it in the game nang hindi naturo sa'yo, you can probably hurt someone. Those kind of things. Yun yung isa sigurong one. Kasi kaya may iba sinasabi, violence from video games. Yan yung mga nire-raise ng iba. Pero it matters with parenting for me rather than the actual video games. Kasi kung alam mo naman at tinuturo mo which is right from wrong, yung values, etc., it wouldn't lead to that naman din. And mostly ng pros kasi, depende kung anong magiging genre ng gaming mo. If you're more into the shooting games, yung hand-eye coordination, tapos if you're into the MMORPGs, yan yung comm skills mo, leadership, yan yung lahat ng, when you're like commanding troops, tapos lahat kayo may kanya-kanyang roles. There's the support line, there's the front lines, there's the last line of defense, especially for the Ragnarok ones. Yung builds, the proper things to hunt for, etc. The grind for it, the proper kumbaga, resource management. Kumbaga, in real life, you can apply those concepts. Supply and demand, buying and selling, those are certain things na mas natutunan mo sa game, ma-apply mo sa real life. When you adapted it in video games, pwede mo siya i-apply. Also, another concept is strategy. When you're into puzzles, strategy, dyan mo makukuha yung mga applications on siguro kung nag-exam ka, yung mga shapes, sizes, that's one. Yung makikita mo kung ano yung connections sila kahit there's no connection, your imagination increases. And partly, your mind gets an exercise. kasi kung nagdi-distress ka through games, you can also get an exercise kasi iba yun ang gusto. There are type of gamers na gusto ng challenge, gusto ng exercise, yung na-challenge yung brain sila mag-isip. And I see that also in The Last of Us, yung sa nauna at sa pangalawa, based from watching the videos, na you are challenged to see how they will react. How these NPCs or how the environment interacts with your actions. Or if ever, like, when you shoot arrows or you shoot a bullet, tapos ganitong distansya, you check those things if it's related sa real life na it has recoil, or especially sa Counter-Strike, or aabot ba, or what are the disadvantage of using these types of weapons, those kind of things. So, maraming natututunan, marami ring inputs on real life. Also, if you're into Pokemon, animal species, how animals grow and evolve in a way. Also, the recent na kilala yung Animal Crossing, it's like you build an island of your own. You start to learn about the real world, kung paano sa mga fishes, marine life, etc. And also about plants, seeds, etc. Yung mga ganung bagay. So there's a lots of pros and cons, and there are lots of genres sa game. So it comes with your choices naman. So as long as you enjoy it, yeah.
Yun nga.
Tama, parang
Yung
Farmville
sinabi
yan,
ni
Farmville.
yung sinabi ni Toff kanina, yung merong isang game na yung Heavy Rain. I don't know if you heard about that, na yung parang may choice ka. Bibigyan ka nila ng choice kung ano yung gagawin mo, ano yung itatackle mong action, di ba?
Oo, parang
Either
ABCD ka mo.
then it will depend ngayon kung ano yung choices na ginawa mo. Yung
Story
ending niya.
Oo.
Yung story driven na yun. So anyway, ikaw naman, Bri, anong maidadagdag mo pa doon sa yung mga advantages and disadvantages of gaming?
Well, I think the advantages ng gaming outweighs the negative connotation ng mga gaming. So, I mean, for the most part, we are always on the lookout for something that will entertain and educate us at the same time. Gaming can be used naman to not only entertain people but also teach people. No? Kaya talagang sinabi tough to, teach you in ways na you might not be able to imagine, di ba? It gives you the opportunity to explore your creativity. Diba? Lalong tumatalino yung mga bata. And kung sinasabi nilang distractive ang mga ang mga games and everything, bakit buhay pa rin yung mga matatanda ngayon na naglaro ng Galaga, ng mga old PC, diba? Diba? Kung nakakakos yun ng violence, bakit hindi tayo lahat Street Fighter o kaya Tekken Fighter? Alam mo yun? Diba? Dumaan tayo sa Counter-Strike. Why didn't we take arms? Diba? Alam mo yun? So, for me, as long as there is moderation, as long as there is the sense of responsibility, and we should teach that to our kids, siguro keep the time na maglalaro lang sila. I mean, I let my kids play with their console and their laptops or their mobile games, pero I tell them, once I ask you to put it down, they put it down.
There's a time for everything.
Nice.
Yeah, that's just moderation for everything, and just they know for themselves. I only have 1 hour to play, and they do other stuff after that. It all starts at home. Hindi yung hayaan mo lang sila, and people or parents usually use them to babysit their children, di ba?
Parang ginagawang chupon diyan ka muna.
So, to add to your yung mga sinabi mo,
diba?
sige, follow-up question doon. So, you're in favor din sa censorship ng mga games?
No. Actually, yes and no. Yes, dapat categorize sa mga games for mature and alam mo na, there are gory games and that are really made just for mature audiences. Pero censorship, I don't know, depende sa depende na lang siguro sa preserve yung perception ng mga magulang. I mean, you wouldn't buy Dead or Alive for your kids under 5 years old, right? Or something like that, tama? So,
Oo naman. Not unless tumakas yung anak mo o yung bata,
diba?
no? Maglaro. Diba?
Paglalaroin mo ba ng God of War yan or The Last of Us? Siyempre hindi. Hanapan mo lang yan.
Yung makaka-relate din siya.
Tama lang. Oo,
Oo,
makaka-relate
oo,
siya.
oo,
Diba?
oo. So
Marami
tama
na
nga.
mga games just for children.
So I think I would
But
say na hindi censorship 'yun, parang classification kasi pag bumili ka 'di
classification.
ba, meron yang rated M, 'di ba? Mga ganun.
Yeah. And for
Rated M
mature.
for mature audiences. Oh, yan. So,
Mm-hmm.
ikaw naman John Derickson, anong ma-add mo doon? Is it just classification dapat or talagang ikaw na mismo yung magsa-censor sa mga bata ng
Well,
games?
as Big Brian already mentioned a while ago, that it's up to the parents, and you really know what's right and wrong. So you wouldn't toss over a game to your kid and go like, okay, play that with blood, gore, and guts. It has to be age appropriate. No, but looking back at uh, what you're right, it's definitely tough, a pacifier for a lot of people nowadays. Like,
Yung
so
tablet.
let's
Yung
avoid,
phone.
diba? Let's avoid crying inside the restaurant. Let's avoid crying inside the plane. Let's
Bigyan mo nga ng
toss
cellphone
over
yan.
the pan. Diba? Bigyan mo ng cellphone yan. Pag YouTube mo lang yan. Oh, okay. Naglaro mo ng games, kung ano man. And they don't understand that. Well, look at us. We grew up with our parents not tossing us tablets or phones or not even a small pocketbook. No, they really gave us the attention that we needed. And I think it's that kind of level of convenience that's making parents go like, the kid will survive with the device. And then next thing you know it, since the kid is going and snooping around in on the phone, he or she will eventually connect somewhere else that they're not supposed to go. And since hindi ka nakatutok and you're not seeing what they're doing exactly, you don't know what kind of effect, what site they'll go to. Several years ago, like 12, 13 years ago, um, I knew this one particular couple, and they would pacify their kid na using the laptop, and the kid would watch YouTube. And we were at the birthday party. So iyak nang iyak yung bata, and then finally the 3-year-old kid decided to surf through YouTube. And at first, we could hear nursery rhyme songs. And then all of a sudden, siguro less than an hour into it, we could hear somebody screaming invectives at the kid kasi somebody, embedded something on the net and then disguised it as something for kids. And it turns out that
Yeah.
when we saw the images, we were horrified.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem. But once again, later on with technology and everything else, you'll just program something. I mean, there's YouTube for kids now. And one of these days, you'll just give them a phone or a device that's locked only specifically for their age, what they can see, what they can play, what they can surf.
Yan. So, yeah.
Marami
Magano
din yung
tayo ha?
stories.
Maglilid yan sa sinabi mo, John D, na dun sa mobile gaming naman. Dahil siyempre, di ba, sabi mo nga, pagka umiiyak yung bata, bigyan mo lang ng cellphone o kaya kung ano mong devices dyan. At satisfied na at magiging happy na. So, are you guys, can you see na yung future ba ng gaming naglilid lang sa parang mobile, sa mobile industry na na-adapt lang ng mga cellphones, kung ano mga smartphones dyan, any other device, or yung mga console ngayon, especially now na ito bias ako sa PlayStation so especially na-announce yung PS5. So do you think na mas mag-aano ba yung mga tao sa gaming sa mobile phones, or they will parang explore more on the console itself? And anyone? Brian?
Kasi alam mo, for me, no, the I think the mistake that people are looking dito sa game developments natin is that the console will be defeated by the mobile game. Okay? Para sa akin, that will never happen. Why? Because there will always be real professional gamers who are more comfortable in working with a dedicated console. It can be a PC or it can be your PlayStation. Pero ang mga mobile games kasi it's difficult. Number one, it's difficult to control. 'Di ba? Limited ang limited ang
Or you can attach the gamepads or any other devices.
You could, pero I mean that defeats the purpose of mobile gaming. The intention of mobile gaming is it's mobile. Dali mo kahit saan yung cellphone mo. Pero for competitive gaming, dapat you have a proper rig, you have a proper console dedicated sa server, and for me, as long as the games are revolving around the storyline and yung nature nung engagement doon sa community ng console games, hindi mo didefeat ang mga console games. Pero hindi mo rin matatanggal kasi na karamihan ng mga big product or big named game development companies are venturing into mobile is because of the microfinancing stuff that's happening, di ba? I mean, I'm guilty of purchasing so many items over my mobile games. Nangyayari talaga yun.
Nangyayari ka dyan, ha?
Oo. Yung mga maliit-maliit, uy, 30 pesos lang to, uy, 40 pesos lang to. Pero pag pinagsama-sama mo yun,
lumalaki.
Katumbas na yun ng isang game sa PS4 or so.
Ayaw na ayaw ko yan, yung mga microtransactions, di ba? Yan, Toff, any additional doon, kay Toff? Sa sinabi ni Bri.
When it comes to the mobile industry at console, I agree with everything he said. Hindi pa ma-overtake unless mobile becomes a console, pero not gonna happen. I mean, mobile games are meant to, reach a bigger audience. That's its purpose. Not to, limit yung audience. Kasi in your console, you have to buy the console. And mobile games just give more profits to the companies. Kasi pag consoles, usually I think they have their limited in profits. So they have to venture out. Maybe somehow into the mobile industry. Lalo na big companies are actually putting in their games here. Si Nintendo started last year. Mario Kart has already been there, which is one of their known. Tapos subscription-based na siya. Free for the first few months. What else? Sony, I'm not sure about their games. But mostly MOBAs. Yun yung mga matunog ngayon sa mobile gaming. Dati yung Dota, nasa PC lang. Tapos ngayon, iba-ibang klaseng version ng Dota na laro. There's Mobile Legends, there's Arena of Valor, there's League of Legends coming soon. So, it's just getting more people to play their games or their brand, and then probably shifting them further to the bigger ones like the consoles and everything, since mas dedicated nga when you're into a competitive scene. But if you're more into the profit scene coming from the bigger games, they would go to mobile, but it won't overtake yet the console or the PC scene.
I agree, Tough. Yung, in addition to that, yung take ko naman dyan is yung console talaga is still superior pa rin. When it comes to graphics. Of course, graphics. Tsaka, alam mo yung mga developers talagang they put more effort dun sa pag-develop ng game sa console. Kasi for me, I'm really not a fan of mobile gaming. Ako, actually, siguro isang game lang yata yung nalaro ko dun sa phone ko. Pero again, kukunin ko yung control and then sa PlayStation kagad. So talagang iba pa rin yung dating nung console gaming, no? And then yung immersive experience mo. Pero sabi mo nga, hindi mo pa rin maalis yung mobile gaming kasi una it's easy access, right? You can bring it anywhere. Pagka naiinip ka, you can just play some like Candy Crush, kung uso pa ba yan? Kung ano-ano pang,
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, so speaking of sige, Bri.
Most of the games that I have on mobile are based on actual games that I have on PS4 or my Famicom. Diba? All the classic games na gusto kong laruin noon na hindi ko malaro ngayon because it's either obsolete na yung ganong game sa sa family computer.
Ano ba, parang emulator?
I have it on mobile.
Parang ganon?
Yeah, there are emulator games pwede naman sa mobile mo. Pero nakakainis kasi hindi mo maramdaman yung texture ng buttons, Di ba?
Oo,
Pinindot ka ng
Oo.
pindot.
Yung tactile
Diba?
feedback, right?
Tama.
Yung,
It's
yung,
important for
you're right, you're right.
a real gamer. Nax.
Nax. Hindi kasi kaya nga eh. Yung sinabi ko kanina parang you have to parang immerse yourself. Kasi when I play the game is parang nilalagay ko yung character ko dun sa nilalaro ko. Kasi syempre focus ka una-una, right? You're focused and gusto mo ma-solve yung puzzles, gusto mo matapos yung objective mo. So, ganun talaga parang, uy, minsan wala ka na eh. Basta naka-headset ka, di ba? Yung environment mo, wala na. Focus ka na doon. So anyway, ngayon, I will show you yung video nung PS5, reveal, hardware reveal. So, and I'll ask you yung take ninyo dito sa console na to. Okay, here we go. Ayun.
Nice.
Grabe.
The design is weird.
Yeah.
That's my first impression.
Yeah. Ang first impression ko dyan, yung design niya para siyang skyscraper. Parang building. Alam mo yung sa Dubai?
Yeah.
Parang yung building na gano'n. Yun. Marami na nga memes dyan
Burj
eh.
Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa.
Kaya, alam mo nung lumabas yan, sabi ko, oh wow. I didn't really like the design, number one. Masyadong futuristic. Pero sabi ko, I'm all about what's inside.
Yeah.
Yung capability. Yung
pero
yung madadala, yung step up from the previous generation, right? Yun.
Kulay puti, dumihin yan.
Yung ano ko, to, puti.
I agree. Yan yung consideration ko. Black lagi PS2.
Ayan, puti.
Diba? Libagi yan. When was the last time you opened or cleaned your PS4?
Wala, puro
Diba?
ano na yan, puro alikabok, di ba? Makikita mo doon sa fan.
libagi yan.
Oo, puro ano. Pero hindi mo naman siya, siyempre hindi mo naman siya talagang laging ibubuhatin or ilalagay kung saan-saan.
Yeah.
Di ba?
I mean, pag gusto mo siyang ibenta ulit, di libagi na yung bibenta mo. No?
Hindi na mariresolve.
May mancha na.
Oo. Baga hindi na business new.
Lilinisin mo na.
May hawak-hawak
New
na ng mga
color.
fingerprints yan.
I think what
I
Sony
think-
was really aiming for was aiming for some form of controversy. Because if you really talk about it amongst yourselves, amongst gamers, casual gamers, or the real hardcore ones out there, like you said, Big Brian, no? It looks like an electric shaver.
Coffee maker pa nga.
That was my first impression.
It looks like a coffee maker. It looks like the Burj Khalifa. And I'm pretty sure somebody out there is going to say something else about it, that it looks like it vibrates really hard.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Kulang na lang magtimpla ng kape dun eh.
di ba? It looks like a coffee machine, but I really think that they designed it to be controversial. And you're
I
right.
think so too,
putting
yeah.
two meetings, di ba?
That's on point.
When was the last time anybody cleaned their console? And maybe when you look at it, because eventually, I really think that they're thinking, maybe it will be insignificant in 2020. There's a pandemic, and hey, let's make something people will talk about. Let's make it beautiful and ugly. Let's have
Sana
those two. Diba?
Yung itsura na lang ng coronavirus na ginawa nila, di ba? Para kakaiba. Disco ball. No?
And sabi mo nga, tama yan eh. Publicity yan, di ba? Good or bad. Gagawa,
good or
they
bad.
wanna make some noise. So, Prof. Toff, ikaw naman. Anong additional ang masasabi mo dyan sa design?
From my POV, Ano ba? May nakita kasi yung meme, parang yung space suits. Yeah, it looks like a space suit na design-ish. Yung pinakabago. Although, physically, wala naman, I mean yung design niya, kasi puti. So, basta ako hindi kukunin yung puti kung sakaling yan yung color. That's one.
Ako yun na. Yung PS4 ko, puti. Sabi ko para maiba naman kasi lagi na itim eh.
Oo, unless may limited edition for a certain game, yes, sige. Kasi may
Oo nga,
design
diba?
siya.
And
those are the only things.
it comes with 2 versions. Yung isa may physical disc and yung isa all digital. Oo, kasi nga
mas price friendly siguro yung isa.
kasi dati I remember nung nag-launch yung Xbox One S yata or X na parang medyo nagalit yung mga tao dahil hindi na pwede yatang gamitin yung disc dati. Na pwede mo lang ipalit. Oo.
Okay.
Kasi ako, if let's say I'm gonna get one in the future, I will get the one with you can insert the disc still. Kasi ang advantage sa akin nun is kasi I don't keep games eh. When I finish the game, I trade it in. I trade it with a new one. So I save some money. Right? Nakaka-save ako.
Umikot lang yung pera on one.
Oo. Pag bumili ako ng digital, wala na. Nakuha na nila yung pera ko, di ba? Tapos na yung game. You can't resell it or whatever. So, I'd still choose yung may physical disc. O kayo naman, anong opinion nyo doon? Since yun yung pinag-uusapan natin. Would you go digital now? Or kailangan pa rin ng physical disc nga? Anyone?
Hindi dumaan yung 2, 3, 4. Oh, sige, come on, bro.
Go, Bri.
Alam mo, it's parang nakakalungkot gone are the days where nag-e-effort ka para maglaro. I mean, if you have never experienced wiping the bottom of a cartridge or praying that the PS1 logo will load. I mean,
pray.
Yeah.
Diba? That's something that it's part of the experience, diba? Although,
Yes,
syempre,
yung
it's an annoying
unboxing
part of
ng
the
disc, diba?
Oo, di ba? Yung alam mo yung mga cartridge noon sa Famicom, di ba? Pucha kung anong ihip na yung ginawa mo. Ihip ka ng ihip.
Para, bakit ayaw mong clean ito? Tinutok-tok mo pa, di ba?
Sikipan mo, luluwagan mo.
Ganun pa yung pagkaihip ng bari.
Oo,
diba?
yung mga cartridge noon, di ba? Minsan nagdudus pa yun. Pero, wag ka. Games noon, ang titibay. I mean, it took abuse. The consoles, di ba? The consoles took abuse. The game cartridges took abuse. And they were still working. You were still enjoying it. Until na, baka pag binalik mo yung mga games na yun, may enjoy mo pa. Pero ito kasing, kaya nga, ang tingin ko dito sa PS5 right now, it looks very fragile. It's high-tech, pero it looks very fragile. If you go everything digital, tapos mabagsak mo yung console mo at naka-digitize lahat doon sa console o nakastore doon na sira yan, sayang yung mga binayaran mo, poof, di ba?
Or you can just transfer it kasi it's in the cloud. Nasa account naman siya eh.
But if you don't have a good internet connection, that's another concern, right? So I'd still prefer
that's a valid argument, yeah.
Bala-bala. Tama.
Iba naman yun. Iba parang ang category naman nun yung streaming yun, di ba? Yung that involves internet connection. Pero yung pag sa digital is internet connection pa rin naman. Because you will have to download it beforehand.
Lalo na kung magaganda
then,
RPGs yan or matagal niyan. 20 gig minimum yan.
Oo nga.
Tama. And yun nga, isa pa sa downside yun, you have to install everything, di ba? In order for you to start the game. Yeah. Dati, kunin mo lang yung cartridge, salpak mo, on mo, laro na kagad eh. Di ba?
Minsan, dahil di ba maganit pa yung yung eject button nun, minsan napuputol pa eh, di ba? Yung kulay pula.
Tama.
Tapos family
minsan,
computer nga.
Kung i-turn off yung power bago mo i-eject, pag in-eject mo, yung screen mo, iba-ibang kulay. Oh, wow.
Di ba? And then, hindi pa nga siya wireless, right? Yung controller. Nakakabit pa dun sa console. Kaya nga, iba na nga eh. So, pinag-uusapan na rin natin yan. So, anong masasabi nyo? Yung future of gaming. Yan. What can you say about it? John Derickson.
Well, I'll never forget that one particular documentary about Pong. Because Pong was one of the very first successful arcade games. Pong? And they were comparing Pong to today's modern games. Well, this was roughly around 2014. So Pong is just consisting of these two little paddles, and a little bounce, a little digital
Oh,
ball
Arcanoid.
here and there, yeah. And they were comparing that game to 2014 games. It was literally like comparing Stonehenge to a modern skyscraper. So it's worlds apart. I don't know if you watched Ready Player One.
I did, I
That's
did.
Just the
probably,
trailer.
yeah, diba?
yeah,
It
just the
was
trailer.
probably
Yeah.
one of the best films I'd seen lately. And looking back at that, a world wherein everyone is interconnected, a world wherein people uh, play games like 90% of the time. And there were a lot of legacy games in that particular film, no?
Yeah.
And it also, diba, there was Donkey Kong Jr.,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Warcraft was there. Everything.
and the
Ang
DeLorean was
dami, ang
there,
dami.
diba?
Yeah.
So
Back to the
It was fun to
future.
the,
watch.
the future of games, we have so many available platforms today, and we still have the arcade games. People thought that would die out. We now have the physical consoles. People are thinking that will die out. The mobile games are here, and then eventually, 5 years, 10 years from now, a bunch of experts will say that's eventually going to die out. But I don't think they'll die out. I really believe they'll still all be there. We'll switch over eventually to virtual gaming. We'll eventually switch over to, well, probably something like the Matrix, wherein they'll just plug in something at the base of your cerebellum, and then you'll just literally be in the place that you want to be in. The future of gaming on a digital plane is vast and wide. I'm pretty sure most of us can't even begin to imagine what it can be like in just 10 years or 20 years. But as Elon Musk once famously said, uh, us human beings, we're not real. We're probably just living in a simulation. For all we know, we could just be one big sim game ongoing right now. And that somebody's actually programming, hey guys, let's talk about games with these four gentlemen. So,
Mhm.
well, the future of gaming, once again, we can't even begin to imagine what it will be like in just a few years. But I don't think any platform will ever die out. It will always be there. It's something people will look back and, of course, future generations will eventually enjoy. So that's what I think.
That's a good one. Yeah, tough. Any additional sa future of gaming?
I agree. It's vast then. Just to add a little, yung nakita ko kasi, there was one time I went to Singapore at a gaming convention. There was that virtual reality, I think, shooting game of some kind. But you shoot it like you're Ryu from Street Fighter. That kind of thing. I mean,
Whoa.
that's
Yun
it.
ah.
I mean, you shoot each other by using Hadoukens, those kind of things.
Parang
I
may
mean,
sensor lang siya, ganon.
but you are on a virtual
Oo.
reality platform. It's like
Virtual,
you're on a
okay.
tennis field, and then you don't know how you shoot each other from that. I wasn't able to try, but it was free to try for everyone. It could go that route, the virtual realities or augmented realities. If not,
Mhm.
because it's a developing technology or AIs, maybe. It's like, ewan ko, baka matulad din dun sa mga, you have your own personal robots or anything na kasama mo na for games, I'm not sure. Or it can go the route din ng mobiles will be one of the big hits, not just because it's accessible. And consoles will be going a different route kasi may digital, may physical. But then again, nostalgia is always number one, kaya there will always be the physical ones for collection. And wala eh. So dami kasi ng possibilities, we can't name one.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if there's gonna be
Yeah.
just one forecast, I know there's gonna be still the PlayStation for
Yeah.
20,000, 2,000.
Maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There will still be that.
Oo
And
nga.
children of today or tomorrow rather will be able to know what it was like before, unless they recreate what it was like then. Yung parang ibalik nila yung how it was in PS1 or those generation of consoles talaga na babalik to cartridges,
Nice.
etc. Unless technology goes back down. I don't know. Ayan.
Okay.
It's still interesting. Hoping to expect more from it.
Nice. Big Brian.
What is this show on Netflix where marami silang parang ang storyline niya is parang um, yung you are engaged in a game and they just put something on your forehead here or something like that.
Ano yan?
Ano yan? Ano pala ba siya? It's Bandersnatch.
Black Mirror?
Bandersnatch, yeah.
Black Mirror. The Black Mirror thing.
The Black Mirror, yeah.
It's an interesting view on how games might be developing in the future. I mean, where you'll just use your mind to connect to stuff over a server, and people can actually save their files just like they are, living their lives out there. Pero alam mo, there is the physical parang manifestation pa rin that people are craving from their consoles that hindi pwedeng mabitawan basta-basta eh. The hand-eye coordination, the physical buttons, the actual pagsalang ng mga CDs doon sa console and setting it up like building your own rig sa PC. Diba? Or game is also an enjoyable experience for a lot of professional gamers. And there is meron pang nagdedebate tungkol sa mga PC gamers at saka sa mga console gamers, diba? About their rigs and about the quality of the games that they have, right? Yung isa piniklaim nyo ito, ganito ang resolution dahil PC rig ito, ganito ang sa amin, ganito kami ka-smooth maglaro. Kayo mag-enjoy kayo sa console nyo. May mga ganun.
Endless,
diba?
endless debate.
Yeah, it's
comparison.
Those things. Yeah, will never fade away sooner. I mean, there could be an instance where games will be more easier access. Kasi right now, I mean, PS4 is offering free games if you have like yung access, di ba?
Yung PS Plus.
PS Plus,
PlayStation
right?
Plus. Yeah.
So if you have,
if you're a member,
you get free games monthly. Essentially, you don't need to buy the game; just try it out. Or
you get 2 free games a month. Parang ganun, no?
Yeah, that's true. And it's all stored digitally on your console, and you can download it over the internet. Pero syempre, again, the problem is yung internet connection mo, and are you willing to download like I don't know, 40 gigabytes of data on your PC on a 5 Mbps home internet connection? Good luck, di ba?
Yung The Last of Us nga lang eh. It comes in 2 discs. 1 data, 1 play disc. So you have to insert the first disc, install mo lahat yon, and then change ka ng disc, yun yung play disc mismo. So it takes a lot of hard drive space talaga. Paano pa kung digital lalo yan, di ba?
Pero
I think connection mo.
I think that's the next move that big gaming companies would look. Kasi there is a history of failure sa gaming console. I mean, look at Sega, di ba? I have been a fan of the Sega console before, pero nawala sila, natalo sila ng Nintendo and PlayStation, defeated Nintendo, di ba? Yung history na yon, it could be that definitely the future of gaming would be more on the streaming. So probably kung gusto mong laruin tong game na to, you'd pay for a streaming pass. Pero again, are we equipped? Is our internet infrastructure in the Philippines, can we handle those kinds of big fast downloading?
That's a good
stuff?
Good one, yeah.
One day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no?
And alam mo, to add to what you said, Big Brian, for me, gaming is here to stay. Yan. Di ba? It's here to stay. Ang ko lang, kahit na, siguro for me talaga, personally, kahit magkaroon pa ng mga AR, VR, or whatever R in the future, or kung ano man technology, for me, number 1 is always gameplay. For me. That's it should be entertaining, immersive. Yan. Kasi okay, sabihin natin na visually maganda. Pero if the gameplay sucks, right? Would you still continue playing it? Alam mo 'yan?
I want to share go ahead. I want to share a short story on that kasi I do voiceovers for games too, di ba? And way back in way back in 2006, I had the pleasure of doing a game with Mike Enriquez and Vicky Morales, and it is for the first 3D game, first Philippine 3D game that was published abroad. Okay, and the title of the game is Terra Wars Battle for New York. Okay, it was published by Late Deluxe Digital way back then, in 2006, when Google and Gmail and YouTube was just starting, and ang gaming platform no was like parang Counter-Strike. They put you into a battle and you just shoot aliens and that's it. So basically, the game is an exact replica of the city of New York, and you have Mike Enriquez as the voiceover. As one of the voiceover, nandun din ako, going like, fire the whole come on! Di ba? Kumagano siya sa loob. It's funny, really. It's funny. I mean, meron pa yata yun sa YouTube, makahanap mo ba yun eh. But again, it sucked. The game, it sucked. Right? Because during that time, you have Halo, Lord of the Rings, you have all these great games, and you have something in the mode of Counter-Strike. Pero while it was a failure in the United States, I mean, the guys from Russia, they were loving it. They were crazy about the game. The guys from Europe, they don't care. They just want to shoot aliens and stuff. So I guess it's just preference. And they don't care about the voice actors. They're all Filipinos. I mean, you have, of course, the gorgeous voice of Vicky Morales and Mike Enriquez going there. And they were really great during the session. Pero imagine mo, di ba? Naglalaro ka tapos bigla na lang, fire in the hole, take come on! So, yeah, man. Okay. It's crazy.
That's a good one, man. Oo nga, kasi sabi mo nga, di ba, gameplay pa rin. Kahit nga minsan yung the visual experience is not up to par dun sa ina-expect mo. Pero if you're enjoying the game, first is yun nga yung gameplay, right? And everything else, wala nang silbi yun. Dahil
yung
immersed ka na eh.
Di ba?
Oo.
Lalo na pag nasa arcade ka, man. Ako, naiinis, when you play the game, and then natalo ka sa game, di ba? You have to add coins or tokens. Pag nadinig mo rin, continue, 10, 9, 8, 7, hanap ka na ng token yan, pucha, sana.
Takbo ka kayo sa bilyan.
Diba?
Magpapanik ka na. O, di ba?
Nagpapanik ka na. Diba yung excitement ng game? And, you know,
I remember yung, alam mo yung sa arcade, yung may baril? Kulay pink pa nga yung baril eh. Yung gano'n, kita mo, simple lang siya, di ba? Parang duck hunt. Yung may susulpot na pato. Then, duck hunt ba yun? Kita mo, yung graphics is not that great, right? Pero you're enjoying it. The gameplay wise, right?
True.
John Derickson, parang may gusto kong sabihin dyan. I-add.
Ako ba? Time crisis ang pinag-uusapan natin. Time crisis. Yung tipong...
yung time crisis.
Pag binitawan mo, gaganon ka na lang.
Magtatago ka. Oo nga, may ganun pa, di ba? Oo.
Yan ba pinag-uusapan natin?
Anyway, nako, maganda yung topic natin, no? Pero syempre, wala natin tayong oras. Sige, sabihin natin na meron kayong mga greetings. Tough, meron kayong mga greetings dyan, kahit paano.
Please do check me out on Facebook.
Yeah, sige.
Facebook.com/ProfToff. That's my page for streaming. I do stream Pokemon games and other games online. And do check out our page, PKMNPH as well. So, ayun. That's about it. Thank you.
Okay, sige. Bago tayo magpaalam, any more masasabi nyo para sa games? Gaming industry in general. Yan.
Ako?
Yung ma-advise nyo sa mga, kumbaga, ano bang maibibigay nyong tips? Yeah, in general. Sa mga, ngayon pa lang iaano yung mga sarili nila sa games, di ba? Kasi syempre, ako I would say na talagang hindi naman ako professional gamer, but seasoned gamer, maybe.
Seasoned, yeah.
Di ba?
Great.
Pinaglalaroan ka lang. Mga ganun.
Yeah, pinaglalaroan ka lang. Iba naman yan. No, sige, any more stuff to include?
Siguro career-wise, I hope in the future, habang nagde-develop yung games, there are professions na, aside from the esports ones, there should be other professions for gamers as well. or part na ng resume mo yung mga accomplished games mo at some point. Parang sa Ready Player One, people are more into gaming maybe as a part of a lifestyle. Or merong certain probably profession that caters to that maybe. Not just streaming, I guess. Para, I mean, hindi na maulit siguro, or there are more responsible gamers kasi alam nilang may future sila doon. They spend time wisely on it, and not everyone will just plug a game for children dahil wala lang, just to kill time.
Yeah.
I mean, making it more professional maybe in the future or whatnot.
Nice. Thank you so much for that. John Derickson.
I really would like to see. Well, we've been talking about digital games for the most part of this conversation, but also if we're going to look back at the games that we used to play on the street, or the board games that we would probably enjoy with our family, from Snakes and Ladders down to Monopoly, to Uno, and of course Jenga.
Jenga, yan. Oh.
Yeah, right.
I love that game.
So from Pong to Pac-Man to Galaga to the brick game or Tetris, when it became a big hit in the early 90s, everyone was buying a unit at the palengke for only 350 pesos. My grandmother played it, by the way. That's a fact. Yeah, she did love Tetris very much. And then back again to mobile gaming, and then we had Candy Crush, and and then PC games from Digger to all of these things. When we were talking about digital games, I would also like to see one of these days a resurgence in physical games as well, most especially traditional Filipino games. That maybe one day, well, we're all interconnected now and we all have SOCMED. Maybe somebody out there after this entire pandemic problem passes, that would actually have the first, Agawan Base Olympics or something, So,
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Agawan ng console, di ba? Mga ganun.
Maganda abangan yung ganyang game, ano?
Mga ganyan.
Parang Filipino made. Di ba?
Yeah, Filipino made
Neighborhood games.
That's a good one.
Neighborhood games. It will be something else. Maybe we can start the movement in a year or two. So for all we know, we can start the fire from after the pandemic, definitely. Or maybe somebody will actually develop a game digitally and will actually play that game on our consoles or
alam minsan kasi din parang budget-wise, kailangan din talaga ng resources.
Yeah, everything needs money for developers. Creativity. But the creativity of it. But eventually, I pretty much hope that we'll go in that general direction. That we'll have all of what we have now, look back at what we used to have and do that too, and maybe we can integrate both of those things into our lives and reintroduce them to a brand new generation of gamers.
That's a really good one, John D. O'Brien.
I like that.
Before I give my my final goodbyes on that, I'd just like to invite our friends from those who are taking up our workshop, because we have a workshop on voice acting. Yung mga taga VO1, side A and side B of voice acting. Our classes will resume next Saturday, so you guys get ready for that, okay? Okay.
Nice.
Online muna tayong lahat. Yeah. So
Nice.
I'm gonna piggyback on what John Derickson is talking about, and yes, it's true that we should still have those physical games that we all grew fond of. I mean, nowadays, ilang mga bata bang marunong magpatintero, magtumbang preso, di ba? Chinese garter, di ba? Wala nang piko, di ba?
Di ba? Iba na kasi talaga, no?
It's something. I've had animation projects before na kung saan they were introducing stories of old folks playing those games, and it has come to that point that parents, because they want to give the best for their children, forget about the basics of this, teaching these games to the younger ones, right? Wala nagtuturo sa kanila laro na yan eh. So, I mean, having a console, having a mobile game on your phone, or getting the best iPhone for your kid is given. You can probably do that and save up for that. Pero I think the yung connection that you get from the physical games like tagu-taguan or patintero, 'di ba? You can never compare it to a game over or a console.
Also table
There
tops.
is the, 'di ba? There's the sense of there's the sense of camaraderie, friendship, 'di
Yung
ba?
physical
Nag-aaway kayo
interaction, di ba?
totoo yun.
Yung kulitan na
So, siguro,
physical talaga.
Yeah.
tama. Matagal bago maibalik yun dahil nasa COVID-19 tayo. Pero I guess ang suggestion ko lang sa ating mga parents out there like me is to try to syempre oversee whatever it is that your kids are playing. So
100%.
lagyan nyo ng parental control pa rin. Try to give them time to do other things and don't use your mobile phones as your babysitter. Manood ka muna ng YouTube dyan. Manood ka muna ng, di ba, maglaro ka muna ng Plants vs. Zombies dyan o kung ano man yung nilalaro mo dyan. Di ba? So, mamaya-maya hindi na Plants vs. Zombies ang nilalaro niyan. Baka iba na. And some kids are demanding higher phones because they wanna access their Roblox properly or their Minecraft properly, and it's sad na hindi natin naituturo yung mga classic games and physical games that builds those relationships and memories with our friends, no? So that's my take
That's
on
good.
it. And
Actually,
whatever the gaming future may bring to us, you work hard but don't forget to play harder.
Yan, of course. Awesome. Yeah. Alam mo, naswertehan natin sa generation natin na, kumbaga, nalaro natin yung physical games, di ba? Sa labas, patentero, kung ano naman, tumbong preso. Alam mo yun, na-experience natin. At the same time, na-experience din natin yung digital naman. Kumbaga, yung sinauna hanggang ngayon. So, talagang, I think, masasabi ko na swerte din yung panahon natin, di ba? Kasi lahat nako-cover natin di ba?
And
yung mga iba't ibang mga
things not just be stories. Sana ma-experience din
Yeah, good advice Big Brian dun yan na i-guide pa rin. At the same time, doon sa mga maglalaro, in moderation and of course, just enjoy. Yan. Have fun lang and wag mo pa rin kakalimutan yung iba pa rin yung reality ha. Wag mong kung ano yung mga ginagawa mo sa games na halimbawa, syempre hindi mawawala. Minsan, we're thrilled na it's thrilling na sa atin na yung mga barilan. Wag mong i-applyan in reality, di ba? Lagi mong it's just sasabihin natin lagi it's just a form of entertainment. Doon pa rin yan uuwi.
Yes.
So ayan.
Tama.
Anyway, maraming salamat kay sa ating guest. Palapakan natin yan si Christopher Rodil or si Toff. Maraming salamat.
David
I hope na nag-enjoy ka rin sa ating show. And of course, thank you rin kay John Derickson. Huwag kang magsasawa. Pati na rin sa ating kaibigan si DJ Big Brian. Ayan. Maraming salamat. So ulitin guys ha. Marami pa tayong mga pagkwentuhan. Again, Prof. Toff, thank you so much. And maraming salamat sa mga viewers natin. Pero bago yan, habol greetings ha. Kay Rapsing Mandelin, Raul Mendoza at kay Ate France. Maraming salamat. Oh, wala na bang pahabol greetings sa inyo?
Ako, meron.
Sige, John.
Happy Father's Day to you, Big Brian.
Yan. Uy, may sunga yun.
Happy Father's Day to my dad and to everybody out there. Hello to Eliza, the friend of mine, is asking to be greeted. Eliza, yan na bayaran ko ng utang ko. Joke. And belated happy birthday to Dustin. Yeah.
May sungay na si Bride daw. Ayan, happy Father's Day sa mga lahat po ng mga tatay na nagka-celebrate. Mapasaan man sa mundo. Ayun. At maraming salamat sa mga nanonood as always. So, greetings DJ Big Brian. Any more?
Yeah. Binabati ko lang yung mga family natin sa Mothership Recording Studios, especially to my wife, Lenny, who's giving me horns.
Sabi niya, batiin mo daw.
So much love from wife.
Si Kate, tsaka of course, our secretary, nandun sa labas na nakikinig si Romy. Okay, and everyone out there, of course, happy Father's Day sa inyo in advance. To our friends at Rotary Club of Rodriguez, hello and have a good time distas namin yan, pero hindi pa ako nandun. Nandito ako ngayon.
Ayan.
Okay? And to all our listeners over in Montalban and in the QZ, hello and happy Father's everyone. Happy Father's Day everyone. Yun.
Maraming salamat. Prof. Tough, anymore? Okay na?
Oh, all good, all good.
All good,
Ikaw,
okay.
father ka
Maraming
ng show
salamat
na to.
again sa iyo at sa ating dalawang co-hosts. Ayan, thank you again sa ating mga viewers. Hanggang sa muli mga kaibigan. This has been David Hart. Goodbye for now.